How came she by that light?
Why, it stood by her. She has light by her continually. 'Tis her command.
I'd like to try the scene in the dark. The night is scary from childhood onwards and all the rest of it, and this does take place at night. Let's disappear down to a very narrow patch of light and just see what that gives us.
We just had a pool of light and we could all sort of go in the light or out of the light, but always someone had to be in the middle.
We slightly cheated in that we had one spot coming down, but the concept was that her world was as extensive as the light that the candle would give out.
I have 2 nights watched with you, but can perceive no truth in your report.
And you could just see like Chris's face coming in to the light and then coming out, and it was all very, felt slightly horror.
How came she by that light?
Why, it stood by her. She has light by her continually. 'Tis her command.
Okay, sorry.
The dark version made the actors come really close to each other, creating a strange intimacy between 2 people who could see her, but she couldn't see them.
You see her eyes are open.
Aye.
And if she did see them suddenly for a moment, she was seeing them as something else.
Look how she rubs her hands.
Yet here's a spot.
Hark, she speaks.
You really felt that once you were in that light, you were exposed. You really felt how small the space was.
I will set down what comes from her to satisfy my remembrance the more strongly.
I imagine the Macbeth castle was massive, but that kind of real intimacy and the real, like, seriously, this is what's happened, and not wanting to let anyone hear you, and it felt scary.
Out, I say. 1, 2. Why, then 'tis time to do it.
It really gave me a sense of how small her world may be. It was claustrophobic. The universe became this sphere of light, which is why she has light by her. Because her world is murky, morally, and maybe she only wants to be out in the dark with this amount of light, because look how much of the world I don't have to engage with.
Hell is murky.
Hell is so close to me as well. And you can't escape from it. With light, you can't escape dark.
Here's the smell of the blood still. All the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand.
She looked me directly in the eye for so... I couldn't prepare for that. There was a bit when you were stood here and you were like really like so vulnerable. I just wanted to embrace you and shoot to sleep.
To bed. To bed, there's knocking at the gate.